Okay, trying to get some light here. At Aldo Energy, today is the 5th of May, 2018. Triumph Fear. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. By Nelson Mandela. How was my day yesterday? I, in the morning, had a call with the embassy, with the Spanish embassy here in Berlin, Germany, and I tried to get the NIE number, which is a tax number for that is usable in Spain, and it is something that, as far as I know, is also needed for acquiring property in Spain. And so I tried to get an appointment for it, and it turned out that the next appointment would be sometime in June. And that for me is too late, so I changed strategy. So that is something that this challenge that I had in the morning, trying to get this appointment. Then something that I did yesterday that I greatly enjoyed is I spent some time researching about fractals and mathematical geometry. So this is something that I nerded on. I spent some time nerding in this direction, and then later I spent some time going back to college and noticed that I want to do a video when it comes to the 7 life areas, pointing out how the life areas relate to dimensions, which is something that, especially I think the dimensions is something that is often explained in a very complex way, and I want to make it very, very simple. And since in coalition we're already familiar with the 7 life areas, I can give easy examples of how the dimensions correlate with the different life areas. And thus, I want to create a common language that we can use when we speak of dimensions. And dimensions here, when I use the word, I also mean paradigms, mental paradigms. And so what else did I do? I spent some time thinking about my previous project that I stopped and didn't really do something about lately, and that is the personal development comic. And I did a bit of research, and I know the whole thing for me was started by me reading through My Hero in the app, and that is also something that I learned. I spoke about that with Elena today in the morning, that I now can pretty much on what I noticed consistent basis create a spirit hive for myself, and I now know how that works. And the co-app hero is a part of the magic, and there's a few variables that I figured out. And this is something that I find extremely cool now that I know how to get there on purpose. And then I also want to enable other people to see if that works for others as well. I really want to do something with the lighting here, because the camera is sometimes changing the setting, at least that's what I see. So this spirit hive, what I call it, like an enthusiastic, motivational boost, so to speak. And this went on for actually hours. And I also recorded, did an audio recording of this session for me that I want to listen to today while going for a walk outside, and or lying in the park, either way. And this is something that I cherish, because I really understood on a higher level how blessed I am and how cool the things are that I'm actually building right now, and how the whole bigger picture ties into the smaller pieces and things like that. Anyway, enough about yesterday. What do I want to focus on for today? There's 2 things, actually. One is I want to continue the decluttering process that you can see in the back. And the second is that I want to continue on that visioning process for myself, which means that I will be doing two things: decluttering, taking pictures and putting stuff down in the cellar, and second, I will take some time envisioning my vision and also trying to somehow document the insights that I had yesterday and see what my next actionable items are for them, so that I can really draw this kind of feature into my present. That's it from my side. I wish you a legendary day as always. If you have some feedback, I'd love to hear it, and I hope to see you soon.